Oh, crap. Yeah, I was still on mute. Sorry. Right. Okay. Thank you, Carl. I can...
Yeah, I was still on mute. Sorry. Right. Okay.
I've now been given the go-ahead that I can actually stream Frankfurt S Bahn. So I've changed the title. And we're going to get a good first look at Frankfurt S Bahn on the PS5. This is the PS5. Okay? So this is what I've been waiting on to get back. I wasn't... The way it looked, it wasn't going to work properly. The version that I got. It got updated just as I turned the PlayStation on this afternoon, sorry, and I've had to wait for an answer. But the version that I have now is the release candidate. So yes, what you see this afternoon is what you're gonna get. So yeah. So it seems a bit of a rigmarole to do it. Hopefully you can still hear me. So yeah, we're going to get going. And hopefully, he says, we can get running. So, right. Guys, can you hear me? Or not? What's it say on there? You can hear. Yep, you can hear me fine. Right, I'm just going to doubly check to make sure that I've got... I've not done it on that one, have I? Community, Control V, booyah. Here's my first look at Frank 30 S Bahn PS5. Come and say hello. Right, so what I also have to say as well, big thank you to Dovetail for the key, and anything that I say is my own decision. It's my own. I've basically not been told what to say. So yeah. Oh, come on. Why is Facebook such a pain in the arse? Just doing the other normal Facebook thing. And we will get ready in 2 seconds. Temperature's going up a bit now. Come and say hello there. Right, so while I've driven on the route where I don't agree about the thingy that we've got a reduced timetable, I can fully understand, and you will understand why we have a timetable. What is... I just do not like that it's done that. So yeah, so let's get on. And we're not doing Thomas, choose a route. Right, so you've got your training module, which is basically Frankfurt S Bahn route introduction. I'll leave that to you. The training as well for the 430, I'll leave that to you as well. You can find all them in, if I remember rightly, they should be listed in the training centre, and it should literally, he says, I think I say this every time, it should be the latest ones that have come down. So it'll be the BR430, the 423, and the BR143. So it's always the last lot that, you know, you can do those. So, you know, you can do them in your own time, sort of thing. You know, you don't need me to show you them. You know how to do them. So yeah, we go up to Frankfurt S Bahn. You can find it via train depots, training modules. Ah, right, there you go. One training module, 5 scenarios, which I'm not going to worry about doing the scenarios at the moment. You can do them as and when. You've got S-Bahn breakdown, help out a stuck train before towing them to the S-Bahn depot. That's with the BR430. The regional barn breakdown. All seems about breakdowns here. Help out and drive this doubled up unit from Frankfurt. Flip-flop, which you start by driving to Wiesbaden in an S-Bahn service before changing into a BR143 to drive back towards Frankfurt. And hear that train are coming. A late-running rock star needs a private train to get them to the stadium on time. Really? No motorcade? And triple header. Wash and assemble an S-Bahn formation ready to head to Wiesbaden, which I don't know. Wiesbaden? I don't know how to pronounce it. Hi Lawrence, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. So yeah, now with the PS5 version and the Series X and S, we only have 635 services. Okay, so you have just over 600 services. You don't get the 1,000 services because the timetable size, the actual file size for the timetable for the PC version of Frankfurt, and I think for what originally this was 1.86 gig. And it's just the PlayStation and the Xbox just went nope, apparently. So that's why, even if we have the timetable and it didn't go nope, you know, where you can go in and change the layers and take the layers in and out, it will still load in the timetable with, even though you don't want those layers will still be in there, but they just won't be used. So it still loads that file in. And there is ongoing memory issues with the PlayStation, well, with the TSW5. The PC can cope well with it. The PlayStation and the Xbox can't, because they can't do what the PC does, which it uses the virtual RAM from your hard drive to, if the PC runs out of normal motherboard RAM. So that's you know, the Xbox and PlayStation cannot do it, or they won't. Sony and Microsoft won't allow them to do it. So yeah. Journeys. Rail journeys. Where are we? Frankfurt S Bahn. There we go. So journeys, you have split focus. Okay. Should try that again. And there you go. Split focus. There we go. Operator hour. So 4's my lucky number. So I've just did you 423 control cab car. So yeah, it's some of it you've already done. So yeah, that statement has proven that layer selection is a complete waste of time and memory if the timetables are still loading in with everything included despite you turning them off. No, it just means they're not loading in, but the timetable is still, it won't delete those layers off the timetable, so it will still load in with the timetable. You can't reduce the timetable file size if you don't do the if it won't delete those layers off of like a temporary timetable dock. It will just still load in the timetable. But yeah. So you got, I'm not even going to pronounce that. Travis, I don't know. Yeah, so that's the 143 in Dosto. You then got the Rhein runner. So it's just a mix of everything really. Mainz runner. Explains why North London line still crashes even if you turn the 390 etc. AI off. I think I see now. I've not done that. So you've got all the stuff for that one. Which one's that? That was S Bahn Trinity, and then you got S Bahn Voyage, and that gives you a mix of again more stuff and that to go through. So yeah, but journeys. All journeys are just basically just normal timetable mode, but why has it done that? There we go. In a preset environment, so everything's preset. Weather is preset. All that. Hi Adam, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. You've never turned any layers off. Only ever looked at the layer thing once. Well, with North London line, I turned off 700, the 395 and the 801. Everything else ran fine. I still need to have a go at the thingy. Right, so 635 total services. You have 117 for the BR423, 30 for the DB766.2 dB PB ZFA Dosto. That's 30 for that one. You have 31 for the BR143. You have 21 for the BR411. Now, why has that not? I've done a BR411 service, or did I SPAD? Did I derail? Didn't crash. Interesting. A BR430. Oh, it did crash. Yes, it did crash. That's the first service I tried. That was because it's absolutely peeing it down with rain. Or did I try it? No, because I put it as raining, didn't I? And we got 436 services for the BR430. Have never touched the layers, always run dynamic weather, and the only setting that changed is running in HD from 4K. North London line has ever crashed once. That's pretty good going, actually, to be honest, Carl. Right, so we're going to do, we're going to start with the BR423 service. And I am going to start. Oh, I've just done one, haven't I? These are usually about 11 or 12 minute services, so they go on the top route. Niederhausen to Dietrich. I'm not even gonna, something Dietzenbach, Bahnhof. So we'll do that one. Now, I've not streamed with S Bahn before. Yeah, so we just need to have a look. But you got 600 services. Obviously, the majority are the 430s. So yeah, the 430 is a lovely unit. I quite like it. You'll have the same amount of services on the Series X and the Series S. Wait, what the hell? Hold on a minute. That shouldn't be on there. HUD guide, isn't it? Nope. Has it just completely reset HUD and gameplay? Disable junction derail on. No. Objective marker off. Scenario marker. Next speed limit. Next signal. Do I have the speed limit on? Next signal aspect. Why is that decided to go on? Okay. We should be fine. Okay. Don't know why it's done that. It shouldn't. Build 1735. Right. Ah. It's not told me what the signals are there, so that's my fault. So I need to go back there. Options. Settings. So why has it started messing with my settings? Next speed limit marker and next signal marker. Right, they should now work. Oh, we'll have to have a look. No, it's not done it again. Hold on a minute. Off, off, on, on. Hi, Mark. I got an update come through for Trains in World and Trains in World 5 and there we go. The S Bahn. So yeah, that came through this afternoon. And the reason why I'm late is because I've been trying to find out if I can use it. So, which apparently I've been told I can use it. So, yes. I-beam. So, yeah. Passenger lights on, lock the doors. Cab light, no. I don't like that on there like that, so contrast. And just bring the brightness down a bit. Oh, wish it wouldn't do that. Oh. No, wait, sit back in the bloody chair, you donut. Well, things are going well, aren't they? Let's put the brightness back up a bit. Oh, that's all you can do. Okay. Right, that's fine. Right, we should have everything on. Same where we're going. S-Bahn's the S2 service. Going to Dietzenbach. I can't pronounce that. I'm not that good. Right, let's go. Frankfurt. That place. So, overall, I like the look of the route. And in some places it does seem busy. Just also as well, I've not set the safety systems, which I really do need to do. Oh. So there's no freight on here. There's no extra AI services. So whatever is on different on the full timetable on the PC is not on here. Okay. I've got to sit through this now and sort out what I've done with everything. I've lost everything. Why has it done that? B, nope. I need to go into the settings again. I need to go in the settings because it's just bunged everything up. What's going on? Right, HUD and gameplay. Right, so Objective marker, we'll have that on. Stop marker, no. Scenario marker, don't bother. Next speed limit marker. Next signal marker, on. Next signal aspect, on. Signal HUD. Right. Okay, let's see if that works. I don't know why it's changed it for some strange reason. Right. Well, I don't need those up there. Don't want that on the track. Next signal aspect. Next speed limit HUD. That's got to come off. This appears on the HUD. Top right. No, that's got to come off. Next signal. Top right hand corner of the screening gate. That's got to come off. Track monitor is on. Look for that. Good God. That's a palaver. 2 kilometres to Frankfurt. So, I do have the frame rate counter on in the top left as well. Top right even. Might as well say 100. So as you can see, frame rates are about 30 to 40 odd frames a second, but they do drop down into the red. So yeah, you know, I'm not happy about getting a reduced timetable, but I think you can understand why. And I'm not even going to do any in the rain, because I know what will happen. I did it with the ice, with dynamic weather on, the ICE, and it just absolutely tipped it down with rain approaching Frankfurt, and the PlayStation went, nope, see you later. Hopefully we may stop our 12 coach train. Hopefully. I don't think we'll be getting passengers on, because they got to walk all the way up here. It's already telling me to lock doors. Sorry, you got next. Get the next train. Frankfurt Rhein, Griesheim. I'm still learning this as well. Hi Liam. How you doing? Welcome to the stream. Ow! Oh, god damn, that's my knee. Oh, jeez. So, yeah, there's a fair amount of yards and everything, but there's nothing in them. I think towards the end of the working day, you will see some units parked in yards and that. And this unit, you have to hit the brakes pretty hard. Not that hard though. There is LZB on the route as well. You feel that DTC should have checked route if crashes when range on PS5. It's all to do with the memory. It's all to do with the memory. I will pop out and hit the route thing for you there. We're not gonna be arriving on time. No chance. We're not doing too bad there. There's a lot of clutter about. So, because that's the S Bahn route. It does look quite nice. Yeah, but you know, as much as I hate how this is, the timetable file is 1.86 gig in size. It's too big. They're saying it's too big. It just kept crashing with a full timetable. That's your posters. No idea what that is. I don't think that's it. Could well be the mastery. I'm not sure. Just have a quick look here to see what we got down here. I can only find. I know there's supposed to be leftover umbrellas, but I can only see posters. Yeah, you can't go down there. I can only see posters and the what you call it. They can't. You know, I even turned around and said, well, it would have been nice to have only 10 freight services. No, because they crash. It crashes. It is a nice looking route. It really is. But unfortunately, it just crashes because there's so much to be done on it. If you look, if you look on the map, you got literally 3 lines. That's the airport one, airport area there. So yeah. Hi Southwest, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Frankfurt Bahnhof, which is there. So if you also look at the FPS, thought I left my door open. So if you look at the frame rate, we're already on 40 odd frames a second. So I'm kind of hoping that this is okay when we go into Frankfurt. I could be a lot better. It's been a bit of a... it's just not gone well today. Just things ain't working out how they should be. But hey, what does these days? So we're now entering Frankfurt area. You can tell that by the thingy. Ooh. First frame rate drop. So we're now down to 30 odd frames a second. We're still in the green. We're dipping in the yellow. So if you remember, on Frankfurt Fulda, a lot of this area, there's loads of units all over the place. And I feel if they have actually taken that out, then that would have been a lot better. But the thing is though, 80% of their players are on console. As much as I hate it, reduced timetable is the way to go. When you get CIFA and 1000 Hertz magnet come up at the same time, it's not good. Even low-end PCs are going to struggle with the normal timetable. So yeah, we come in underground on this one. So this is the bit that you didn't see in Frankfurt Fulda. Although I think you see the trains going in and out. That's the 430. You don't get the DMUs, all you get is the 430, 423, 411, 143 and the Dosto, and I think there's 5 in total. I don't think there's much difference, to be honest. I love those door sounds. Rob did a vid using a mod on the PC version of Frankfurt Fulda. The thing is, my blood sugar's been getting low. Today I'm trying to eat stuff that will keep my blood sugar up, but it doesn't seem to be going up high. It's just not high as high, but it just my blood sugar just keeps dropping. So yeah, every now and then. Oh, I didn't order those strips, did I? I've got to do that. I'm gonna have to get some. Have I got any here? I'm just wondering if I got any. Oh God, no. I have to go and get some. I need some anti-sickness tablets. So yeah, that's that. I mean, these are 11 minutes, 12-minute runs, probably less than that. So let's continue. Just return to free roam. So we'll come out. See you later, helmet. Or Mrs. Helmet. So that's the 423. Pop over and have a quick look at the 430. It's a bit like the 423, but it's a bit more sleeker, as they say. So, yeah, got all the lights down there. Nice. Well, you can't go anywhere, mate. Why are you going? While he's doing that, cross back over. I've not been down here, so I've no idea where this goes. Whoa. Passenger spawn area. Awesome. Escalators don't work, so you can just walk up and... Oh, hello. So we can't even do that. Okay, so how does one escape the S Bahn then below? I think you've got to walk up the platform, actually. I know some of the lifts work and some of them don't. So this is the underground top bit, which again you weren't able to get access to in TSW5. And then we either get the escalator, and here you are, the Frankfurt S Bahn. So this does look pretty empty because you're only on a standard timetable, and at least you can walk in the bookshops. Bit of advertising there, isn't it? EWS 66, and the that was before the before or after the training, the dirty 66 was taken out. Trying to figure out what the music is. Cafe and Go. I do quite like how they've done that. Oh, look, they've got a little hourly biscuity sort of thing, and then, well, that could be construed as anything. Rusty Brown's ring donuts, even. You got any ring donuts? Hey. So yeah. The only thing is though, you just got to make sure you don't hit the window. Any skill issue chocolate? I don't know. What's this? This is a bookshop still. Yeah. Just another bookshop. It's not W.H. Smith. The hell? Oh, music shop. What have we got in here? Oh no. So yeah, there's bits and bobs. It's a shame that this doesn't work, because I think that'd be quite good. Loads of bookshops. Has Frankfurt got really loads of bookshops? I don't know if these open. Probably not. It is a bit of a shame that we haven't got a full timetable. But yeah. Right, and there's obviously the you can route hop to wherever it is you need to go, Frankfurt S Bahn, which I'm not really bothered about. I don't really like using the route hop feature. Right, so I'm going to come out because I'm not going to stand around and wait for a new thing to come up. So main menu. What happened to Nightbot? I don't know, mate. He comes and goes as he pleases. Right, while that's loading, I'm just going to go and get some anti-sickness. Ooh. Oh, that's just great, isn't it? Right. Got me anti-sickness. So we are going to do a 4:30 service next. Seeing as that's the new unit. Yeah, but the thing is, Mark, there's nothing you can do about it. If you put anything on more than what you've got, Dovetail is saying that the game crashes on the PS5 and the series and the Xbox. There's nothing more they can do. This is the minimum or the maximum amount that they can have, so that you can get a reasonable, decent gameplay experience. Hi, Great Western. Hi, Metra. Well, it will work fine for you on PC. If your PC is a decent Dogs Dangley's PC, you'll get the full timetable, but you also get the reduced timetable. It's just that, you know, the timetable is 1.86 gig in size, the file for the timetable. Even disabling layers will not. It's the problem is the size of the timetable. That's the thing, and there's a vast amount of stuff on Frankfurt. I don't think DTG will be going on with other routes like this. I think this will probably be the first and last one, because overall the problem being, what you've got to remember is that the PC community is 20% of the player database. 80% of the player database apparently is console. So they're really not doing themselves a favour. So we're going to do the 430. So these are the only things that you have: the 423, the Dosto, the BR430, the BR411, and the BR143. That's the only thing. There's nothing else. There's no freight locos. Nothing spawns in. Nothing spawns out. But actually, I think that one does spawn out. I can understand why they've done this, but to be honest, I think they should have reduced the price for the PS5 and Xbox. But don't forget, PS4 and Series Xbox One, they're not getting it. So you've got crap loads of services for this. You've got loads. Absolutely loads. Starting at what? You've got 400 odd services, and you start at it's a 24-hour, literally midnight 03, and I wouldn't be surprised that it goes through till about midnight. What you call it? You know, you've got crap loads. You've got small, short runs. 53 minutes there is the longest that I've seen so far. 57. There's a 57. That's Dresden, Bahnhof to Hanau, which you don't go to Hanau on here. But we're at 1600 hours, 1700 hours. So it's midnight 03 is when you started. and the last train is 0139. These are all empty to depots. Well, empty depot moved to Brisbane. So some of these are services that are starting again, sort of thing. So yeah, it's really weird. Right, let me come out of that. Hit 4:30 again, and it should put me here. We're going to do a service for about, shall we say, 9:45 in the morning. So you got a train that leaves at 8:33. This is Wisda. I can't remember Wiesbaden. 8:33, 8:39. Another one at 8:47. So yeah, there's a fair few. There's a fair few. So we're going to do about 9:45. So we're going to do Hanau, Hatmanoff, through to, is it Wiesbaden? I don't know. Defo cheaper. You feel the wrong decision. Shame you like the look of the route. The route does look nice. But you'll pass this time and look forward to just trains and army cargo line. Yeah, that's fair enough. That's fair enough. Right, so we're going to do that one. I am not going to be running dynamic weather. I just do not trust it. Just don't trust it at all. Have a little bit of cloud. Let's get started. Good afternoon there, young Tom. How are you, sir? So obviously the plan was that I was just going to do a Monday mastery today. And then because of everything that went on while I was waiting, I deemed it down that, okay, we're just going to do random routes. And now we're actually working out of Frankfurt. Don't go there. Unlock doors. Let's switch her on. So we're in the 4:30. Strangely enough, it looks exactly the same as the. I think we're in the 4:30. Which side are we on? That side. That's Wendy in the background, by the way. Yeah. I don't know how to pronounce that. Is it Wiesbaden? Hapdanoff? This is all the stops. We are underground, by the way. So this is the look. This is all your little drop-down seats as well. I don't know if they do with this on here. Probably not. Probably one or two does. I don't know. So yeah, it's not bad. The detail on the loco, the unit, is really, really nice. I like it. Well, he likes it. I do. Chucks up to the time and the date as well. Just chuck her on here. I think the route is based in 2018. Lock the doors. Stick that there. I need to stick on PZB and Sifa. You're interested how games like Assassin's Creed, Shadows, etc. manage with the memory compared to TSW. I think the problem is that there's so many things that are going on. If you have a quick look, and I shall try and do this, look, Dispatcher, which is behind the program, behind the scenes, is running all these AI services with the signals. Yeah, it's a lot less. They don't do the safety systems or that sort of thing, but it not only controls it just for this area. Oh, hello. It controls it for the whole route, all three lines. Yeah, it controls it for all three lines from up here, stuff going in and out of portals, everything. It's all right, Bradley. You know, I'm like I said, I'm disappointed that it's a reduced timetable, but I can really understand, and I think that really, price-wise, I think you should be paying $24.99 for it. But there again, PC players will turn around and say, "Whoa!" and their brain will explode because they can't comprehend why PS5 players, you know, Gen 9 players get to play it, you know, play it with a cheaper version. You've been lurking and watching. That's cool, mate. No worries. I do quite like it. It's just getting used to the route and the safety systems. But it is a shame that we've got a reduced timetable. We haven't got the full flavour of it. You know, and it's not the point of turning around saying, well, upgrade or die. It's not that at all. It's the fact that, you know, there's just a lot of services in the day. This goes fully into the next working day, you know. Now, through optimization and hopefully stuff with memory leaks and everything, they might be able to get to a point where they can turn around and say, okay, we think we can get the timetable in there. That's fair enough, but can I see it happening? Probably not. If you ain't playing Subway Sim. I ordered that. That's coming Thursday, but I suspect it will come tomorrow. So the depot's a bit full. The stabling point, sorry. And you do realise you do go a bit fast. And there is a bit more stutters on there. So this is only with 600 services. Now, guys, what I do recommend is that you go and read Matt's post in the Frankfurt S Bahn discussion thread, because it's very good on how he explains it quite well, the problems that they're suffering with it. You know, there's probably something to do with shadows, I think, that he mentioned that they weren't even aware of, and they're working with an external, another developer, on how to understand it better and how to... It's all to do with memory, sort of thing, as well. So, yeah. Your PC couldn't handle low on Subway Sim. Yeah, this, you know, stuff running UE5 now. You know, people, if it ever comes to the point where Matt says, right, we're now the next version of Train Sim World will be using UE5. People will be expecting, oh my god, have you ever downloaded that Matrix demo in UE5? It looked absolutely amazing. But that's all it is. These demos are made for UE5 that, you know, that's all they are. They're just demos. They're tech demos. They're not stuff like this, a game that you can fully put in a working railway in there. This is where about a year and a half ago, people were showing this, like walking through a Japanese station in UE5, and it did look really, really impressive. I'll give them that. But that's all it is. It's a tech demo, nothing more, nothing less. Yeah, basically, if you own an Xbox, I thought that was a 66 there. If you have an Xbox Series XS or a PC, sign up for the beta test. They are looking for beta testers. You have to be 18 or over. You cannot beta test. You have to sign an NDA as well. Did you get that message I sent you, Bradley? I've told you where I told you where to go. I told you where you get it. See. Frankfurt, yeah, it's next. No, guys, if you are enjoying this and looking at this for the first time, thinking, "Ooh, I quite like the look of this," hit the like button, hit the sub button. It really, really does help me out. Hitting the like helps out really, really well because it pushes it does the algorithm where it pushes it further. So I need to get loads and loads of likes on this video, guys. Stadium, okay. Is this where you got to take the Rockstar? I'm not talking Grand Theft Auto here. The other thing as well, I think it was Southwest, you said about it's not a full-time job. No. You said about Assassin's Creed and Train Sim World. Aren't they different game engines? I can't remember. Thank you very much. This is Frankfurt Stadium. There is a stadium around here somewhere, isn't there? So this very much sounds like the 423 and all the other S Bahn units. I mean, I do like Assassin's Creed, but lately it's just put me off because they've gone into their Assassin's Creed coinage sort of thing, and I'm just like, yeah. Oh god, there's so much fake shit going around. There's even advert on TV, advert on YouTube, showing certain celebrities. Apparently, this has all been done with AI, and it's showing certain celebrities endorsing some sort of financial sort of thing. Yeah, I can see that one getting pulled. Assassin's Creed uses the Ubisoft Anvil engine, yes. It's their own internal engine, isn't it? Do the lifts work? Because some of them do and some of them don't. Frankfurt Flughafen. So we will be going down here. So this is the airport area. There's a fair bit of tunnels. So the ICE trains run down through here and up this way. Hi Joshua, how you doing? You like on this route, say like Frankfurt Bahnhof, you can go from the main concourse to the S Bahn station. Yes, we just did that in the on the last train that I got off. Well, let's rack on with this. A train that I would compare the 432 to the 422 as it looks similar. Yeah. Oh, hello. There are sudden changes in speed. And Tony's not noticing it. You're going to create a Virgin 87. It's not the first German route with working lifts. I don't know, to be honest. Salzburg. The 420 for this. No, but I think it will just sub in on some of the 430 services, to be honest. Or they'll probably do a separate timetable where it will sub in so it doesn't mess this timetable up. They do, yeah, they don't really work that properly in here. You know, guys, I mean, at the end of the day, it's your money that you're spending on this, and whether you want to this is one of the first of the many tunnels. Whether you do want to sort of invest in this sort of thing with a reduced timetable, you're getting 600 services, so yeah. Oh, the guy upstairs is smoking again, isn't he? On the balcony. Stinks. Will they work on this one, although bigger stations like Frankfurt Hauptbahnhof Airport and Mainz don't have them? Oh, well, we'll find out in a second. I believe that we may not be stopping at this station. So we'll do put the emergency brakes on, it just slides. Awesome. We might make the end of the platform. There we go. And yeah. I don't know. It has been reported, this. But that's a close look at the A320. Which is flying below, which, yeah. It has been reported. I found it quite funny, to be honest, thinking. So that is something else that can be found, that optimised off the route. That could be causing frame rate issues, you see. You wouldn't see it unless you hit 8. Thinking, what the fuck? So, yeah. That's, it is rather funny when you see that and thinking, well, that's not right. So you get your own little private underground air show. Yeah, that has been, we have mentioned that, and that has been logged. Yeah. Your rule of thumb for the 430 is 70 and full brake at the start of the platform. God. Me, hammer down. Hammer time. Yep, awesome. You can do the rest of them as well if you've got them. That'd be awesome. So, I'm now debating whether I need to do a stream tomorrow night, which probably not for this. I don't know, we'll see. It is quite nice, actually. And if you do catch it right, you do get to see some trains going above you or below you, to the side of you. And, yeah. But it's not the, some bits are not the busiest. So we come out the airport, we're now moving over onto this side. So you will see in a bit lines over there. Sometimes you may see the odd train running down, but probably not. I don't know, we'll have to wait and see. So you're going to crack it down to 100. You haven't really got much opinions on the TEA tankers. just doesn't matter. Just write down what you think of it. You know, services. You know. We do get around Frankfurt area. You do get a lot of red bits, and I think the other end of the route, the western end as well. You do get the odd drop in frame rate. But I was driving the ICE a couple of days ago. Forgot to take off thingy weather, dynamic weather, and by the time it started raining around the airport area just before Frankfurt Airport, and by the time I was approaching Frankfurt, it was absolutely heaving it down in a thunderstorm. As I got to Frankfurt, it just crashed. It just didn't want to play ball. Are we a door or 2 doors over? Oh, we're 2 doors. Should you hit the button? Really? So that's the run round siding up there. Yeah, you do hear planes. Probably that one that's flying underground. 12 coaches, yeah. So let me go up there. We'll just sit ourselves, we'll plonk ourselves on the roundabout. Let's go whack-a-mole up. They'd have to completely rebuild the game from the ground up for the weather. Yeah, live weather. No. It's something they turned around and said they are not interested in doing. You do get a bit of fast running in here as well. Live weather just wouldn't work, no. Because some people want like what to do the scenery like how they do with Microsoft Flight Sim. It just won't work. This is why sometimes you shouldn't allow people anywhere near a PC. Has a Hentis statue, does it? Is it? Well, that went well. There was one in the middle of the roundabout. Was it Douglas? I think I better start slowing down. So we're going to do a Dosto service next. I don't know. There's a plane! It's a plane! Wow. Stop at 3 meters. That's about the only one that I've done. And, yeah. See, on some of the services, the train passengers do get on and do get off, but it seems as though no one's on my train. So this is another problem. So, yeah. So apparently the mastery for this is a music festival with music running day and night. And we all know that German music festivals are quite yeah, that place, Russellheim. GWE wants its mastery back, yeah. Which is a bit weird, really, having to put a mastery down near where the depot is, where literally you don't even ever go. Frankfurt at all verts right now. Interesting. So, where are we on the map? We are there. That's where we're going. That's a big yard. Nothing in there. We'll go red on that. And I think we might pop off around there and up that bit. I mean, there's a lot of people wanting stuff about this live weather sort of thing. It doesn't interest me one bit. I mean, they can't even do dynamic weather without the game falling over itself. So, do you think live weather is going to make any difference? No, it'll just make it worse, to be honest. Oh, but it'll be fine for the PC types, as long as they're all right, Joe. You know what I mean. I am determined to stop on that arrow. Or that marker. Oh. Now this place I think the next station, which would be this one, Rüsselsheim Opelwerk, is the Vauxhall factory here, car factory, or Opel. Got another train coming down. Hence why I think there's a yard there where you'll be able to go in there and shunt all your wagons in there and that. Got your doors. Dumbass here's just opened both of them. Kilometre run. Got a signal there, look. It's a bit weird having a semaphore signal there. Exactly, it's not worth it. It's not that I'm trying, I'm not putting down people's ideas, but it's just, you know what I mean? It's like multiplayer. I mean, they can't even get some of the stuff in Train Sim World right, and people want multiplayer? Come on. I feel multiplayer isn't necessary. The signals are now gone in real life. The route on the other side still has them in some places, like in game. Oh, cool. So this is Opel Works, Vauxhall, General Motors. AI does the job at the end of the day, yeah. This is why I just don't have dynamic weather on, because Carl's always turning the what do you call it, lights on. That's Wendy complaining about the doors. So this area will probably bring the load rate down as well. So it seems like it's a locomotive depot. Then you got two ways. One at a time I drove up through this way, and then we met a train up there that was waiting for us to go, and I think that one there could be waiting for us. Oh no, that's going the other way. Hochheim or Hochheim. No, because you'll always get some dickhead that's trying to be the Joker, aren't you know? Up there in S9, straight on in S8. Ah, right, okay. Look, see, Tom knows his stuff. So already the frames are dropping down to 27 frames. No multiplayer, it doesn't need it. If you want multiplayer, go play Roblox. Go play Call of Duty. Multiplayer, they'd have to actually do a brand new game built for multiplayer. This game isn't. So you can see that we're down to 27 frames a second. Yeah, it is good. Some people like it, some people don't. See how big it is? Oh, crap. With 500 metres to go, Tony only just decided to slam the brakes on. How far are we, oh god, no. Let's get moving up to the end there. I know we've already got the points for stopping, but, you know. Why have I got a message from the Ministry of Defence? There's this there, yeah. Bear with me. And as a demonstration, he also leaves the cab door wide open so it can be nicked. There's your steps, if you didn't notice them. There's your lift. And there you go. You can't go out over there. Won't allow you. You can't go in here, out of here either. Ding. Love the boots. What the hell's that? Quirky little state signal. So, hold on a second. What's it say? Notice from the Ministry of Pensions and Welfare. The system has checked that you have not yet submitted your winter heating fee application for 2025, so payment cannot be arranged at this time. Please complete the application before May the 20th, ensure time of receipt of £200 to £300. It's a group. Group details. Report spam. Yes. Leave group. Yes. Block number. Group details. I hate it when they do these. Fucking dickheads, they really are. Do my head in. Delete that. Smells fishy? It probably is. Thing is, though, I don't qualify for heating allowance. Yeah, I keep getting it. Just like your number just gets added to a list. It's all bullshit at the end of the day. Mainz Gustavberg. So now we're up that end. I think we then go up around here and into there and up into there. So it's a nice old distance. But the thing is, though, it's just like there are people that fall for it. Oh, my knee. I mean, to be honest, the route isn't going to be as busy with AI trains coming in and out, going in and out of the route, as it is on the PT timetable. Not much we can really do about that. I mean, to be honest, I'm still waiting for the München Köln-Aachen timetable. Already made a journey from Lenz to Fulda. Oh, awesome. Livery designer is quite fun. But you've got to think about what you actually want to do. I mean, for me, it's always doing like either my Hentis rail liveries, which I've really stopped doing, or just doing a real livery, trying to get it as detailed as I can. But I've not touched them since TSW4 come in. As long as the gameplay isn't boring and repetitive, you're having fun. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, you got 436 of these services, so it's going to be one of these routes that it will be ideal for doing it like in a stream coming up, you know, in like a Route Lucky Dip. Or if it's a trying to think what they call it now. Chat picks the route, or we're currently going from latest release back in time and doing the journeys. Yeah. Oh, hello. Really should be thinking about going down to 80 kilometers an hour now. Yeah, that didn't work. Apparently it's safe to release. I mean, dare I say it, this route, personally, on PS5 or so on Gen 9 machines, is nothing special, to be honest. Sorry, Tom, but that's how I feel about it, because it's nice. It's a nice little route. Don't get me wrong, but it's nothing special, because there's nothing. You got no freight. You got the reduced timetable, and like I said, I understand why they've done the reduced timetable, but it's the route on Gen 9 machines isn't anything special. As more of a hint to the FNA wagons, you think they've now added radioactive signs to livery designer? They might, yeah, could have. It's a little bit more busy than rapid transit, but yeah, it's the route. Unfortunately for Gen 9 consoles, is nothing special. I'd be surprised if a revised timetable does come out for it because of thingy, what you call it, route optimizations. Can't see it, to be honest, but you never know. I just opened the wrong side doors as well. Might set ban off. Mainz, that's the Koblenz Mainz one, isn't it? But the new station, yeah, because it's a bit old, isn't it, in the other one? Oh, TARDIS point. Awesome. So I see. So this is the tunnel end. So Blent would be up here somewhere. Running a few minutes late, but hey ho, it's me driving, so yeah. We're on DB time. So there's no passengers getting on or off. They were on my other trains that I was on. But yeah, this is just another. I can't keep seeing these as Amazon lockers. Of course, you had all the trains up there in the yard as well. Oh, I am tired. I had a good night's sleep, so why am I... Oh, I don't know. That because you hit 40 odd miles an hour, kilometres an hour instead of 45. Dumbass. So overall, my thoughts, it is a nice route. I like the trains that we have got. I don't think it's anything special, to be honest. And we are still restricted. There we go. Safe to thingy. It's entirely up to you. What if you purchase it or that, but this is what you do get. You get 600 odd services. You get a bit of a deficit in your bank account. And you get the warm fuzzy knowledge that basically if they decide to do a route like this again, you'll know you're going to get a reduced timetable. Your bank won't miss it. Oh, cheers. It is nice. It's a nice route, but I've got to say, it's nothing special. It's not anything special on the Gen 9 consoles. On the PC, I'm sure it is. And if you've got everything on the PC, then yeah. But I just don't think it's anything special. Really, it's nice. It's another German route. There's nothing here to push me to say anything other better than that. Really, it is a nice route. There's nothing special. I like it, but without the other bits, it seems empty. Yeah, it's fair enough. Do what you need to do. So now I'm going to take the outer rim round. You can, in fact, do a loop on here, if I remember rightly. You can literally go from Frankfurt out round this way, you go all the way up round that way, back to Frankfurt. Yeah. Oh yeah, you can come out. So you've seen what it's like frame rate rise as well. It's not the best. I feel they could have done better by putting, if they could have got the 10 freight services in. That's the main line that takes it out. Just there. When I've done this run, I've got to go and take some more tablets because, yeah, I'm feeling pretty sick at the moment. It's pretty dizzy. Yeah, having a little mini attack. So yeah, doesn't help. Yeah. I know there's one of the 395s that's having the Rail 200 delivery to it, but yeah. So we are waiting for a signal for a train. Why are we waiting then? I think that's the ICE. His thingy was going off. Oh look, passengers not even getting on there. Why are we waiting for a signal? There's nothing there. Oh, because we got to go on that one. So is he early or is he late? But surely that should let me out. 35824 35826. So yeah. When we get the 86, you might try putting it in NSC livery. Awesome. See, we're at red. Not as if we're going to get any more earlier, but now running really late, 4 minutes at least. Oh, so chewy. Oh, there we go. Gives 1,000 megahertz magnet. Come on. There. So there won't be a stream tomorrow afternoon because I don't need to do one now because I'm doing it now. So yeah. So my next stream will be Wednesday, which will be Star Trek Resurgence. We are coming up to our final destination. pulling into Wiesbaden. Oh. So it's weird. So a job that application that I put in on the 29th of April, I'm still waiting to hear from it about it. It's down as under consideration. Ooh, hello, that should have done that. That should go up there. Okay. What's that done that? There we go. So what are your thoughts, guys, to be honest? What do you think of it?
Mind the gap.
Yeah, it does look pretty good. It has those München-Augsburg vibes to it, but with the reduced timetable, it's nothing special. It's a nice route, but it's just nothing special, I think, to be honest. Yeah, I'm going to try something, actually, he says. I know people might just get a little bit upset about that, but at the end of the day, it's well, no, we don't want that. It's just another route. Ouch. Can we? We're gonna. Right. Let's see. Oops. I don't think this will happen, but we can find out. Now, it was something that I was due to do when I got this over the weekend, but I never got a chance to go on it, to be honest, over the weekend. Right. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. I don't think there's anything stopping us from spawning. I haven't gone 155 in ages, to be honest. I'm not worried about CIFA. TZB's cut in. Let's just see if we can go from there into, what do you reckon? Into there. Well, by the looks of it, we can do this. Right. No, we need to turn it all on first. I'll be waiting for another train now. Well, speak of the devil, and it should appear. We're about to go through torture known as creating the Virgin logo. Awesome. Right. So we are now waiting. Can I turn? Oh, we don't have LZB. Boom, 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 boom. Right. There's one train going there as well. Down. Oh, come on. It should let us go now. That's annoying. Why is it not that? Procedure signals indicate. That's just weird. It's not allowing us to go. Why are you not allowing us to go? Have we got signals, points that are against us? Doesn't look it. There's nothing. I'm going the wrong way. Maybe now. No. Well, that's weird. Why isn't it letting me go? Okay, let's. Well, it definitely won't let me go, will it? So if you look though, it's got the line down here. We're not going down that way, so why is it? Do you know what I mean? Well, that's a bit stupid. Oh, I can't be asked. That needs looking at. Yeah. Right. Shall we do the ICE? And we'll run from wherever it is into Frankfurt for the ICE. That'll need more looking into, to be honest. What have I done with that? For some reason I've got my chain wrapped around my bloody mic lead. Right, let's do the trains. Frankfurt S1, S8 and thingy. Doing some chat when you get home. Awesome. Right. We haven't done 423 yet. Or 143. No, we have done 423. Dumbass. Shall we do... Let's do the 9:39 Dortmund, Bahnhof to München, Mainz to Frankfurt. So that's only a 34-minute service. Let's do the 11:39 service. Turn off dynamic weather, a little bit of cloud. So we should be running into Frankfurt. So we'll be going down into the airport area. But yeah, personally, I don't think the route's anything special in its reduced mode, to be honest. It is a bit busy. It's not that busy. It is a nice route. Would be a lot better without a reduced timetable, with a full timetable, but I can understand why, and that's why I put it down as it's nothing special. I know that'll upset some people. I'm not really bothered, to be honest. I'll just say it as it is, you know. It's not going to be one like for me. Oh, it's that one, isn't it? It's not going to be a go-to route, to be honest. Unlike Dresden, Riesa, Main Spessart Bahn, Ruhr, they're go-to routes. This isn't going to be a go-to route. I know some people will disagree with me on that, but that's fair enough. That's what. What? Is the windscreen wiper going? Strange. Put my lights on. Iced tea, yeah. And the other thing I forgot to do was to there we go, G&T isolation switch, de-isolate, so we can tilt. I think I've got everything right. We're going to Hamburger. Hamburger. Wait until 11:41. Awesome. You prefer PG tips, nice. RFB. You're damn right. RFB. Damn right. RFB. Damn right. Let's go. Let's do the iced tea boogaloo. Brake should be off. Zug beeinflussen. think one of the problems we had in here was the light baking on the point work motor sort of thing, but it seemed to be okay now. So yeah, this is going to be available from tomorrow on the PS5 and Xbox One, Xbox Series X and S, with a reduced timetable at a cost of at a cost of I can't find the price. €35 and 99, £29.99, and $39. So yeah. Just gonna leave it on 60. Yes, it's exactly the same price for the reduced timetable on consoles that it is for the full timetable on PCs. So that's another reason for, well, that's a reason, like, if you want to pay for it. Gen 8, yeah, it's not available. Simple as. Nifa. It is a nice route, don't get me wrong, but it's well detailed. It's just that we've got the, what you call it, timetable, and yeah, I'm not overly happy with it. I can understand why they got the reduced timetable, but that makes it nothing. It's a nothing special route. It's just it's nothing unique about it because we don't have the full timetable. So I can't give a decent enough review about the route because I don't have the full timetable. So yeah, it's just nothing special route. Sorry guys, but this is mainly here for the PS5 and the Xbox people, because if you've got a PC, you know, you'll have the full. If you've got a dog's dangly PC, then you'll have the full experience. You have the timetable, so you'll have this plus extra, and it will look the dog's danglies, no doubt. But unfortunately for the Gen 9 at the moment, because it's so busy, we don't get the full timetable. You know, some people will see that as sour grapes. It's not. It's. I just, you know, there's nothing unique. Well, I won't say there's nothing unique about the route. There's just nothing special about the route. It's just another normal S Bahn route that's not. We don't have its full potential. So yeah, there's nothing special about it to me. That's my personal opinion, and people can agree with it or not. I'm not really bothered. It's just not. It's not sour grapes. I can understand why Dovetail have done it, but if they, if they want to alienate 80% of their player base by doing reduced timetables or not being able to do the route for the actual console at all, then carry on, because then people will turn around and say, well, we're not prepared to put our money in, put our hands in our pockets, to be honest. And especially if they don't discount it, and there's also no guarantee that the full timetable will turn up, even if they manage to do route optimization. So yeah, I mean, we're even still the PS5 and Epic PC. We're still waiting for the Cold Arkan timetable. That's been over a month now. So I mean, to be honest, I think they should get their priorities right. If they're going to release a piece of content, then release it across all machines at the same time. Don't, where they turn around and said they're going to hold it back for the Gen 8, Gen 9 and Epic PC, but just release it on Steam. They've ended up releasing it already on the Gen 8, releasing it for Gen 9 on Xbox, and yeah, I just find that a bit of a debacle, to be honest. Yeah, I just, and so you've got all that going on. Not only that, they're not testing the PlayStation one because they're testing all the other DLC that's coming out in between. I don't want that. I want the Cold Ark timetable. But they're not going to do that because they're not going to earn money for it. So it is annoying, and sometimes you got to call their actions into question, thinking, well, why have you done this? And it's just like, yeah, I just find it annoying. Thing is though, Carl, does it work on Xbox? Tony, you need to accelerate. Yeah, I hope we do get it at some point, but yeah, the way things are starting to go, the longer and longer and longer it takes, I'm just not holding my breath. I can't wait till that guy hurry up and moves out. Oh, that's cool. Oh, we might as well start slowing down, really, haven't we? Why are we getting reds all the time.
Zugbeeinflussung.
Störung.
Oh, I picked the wrong bloody time.
Zugbeeinflussung. Zugbeeinflussung.
SIFA. SIFA.
So he'll go off up there. There he is. So he'll go off up there to Frankfurt. We'll turn off to the left. And in that little bit of area here, we get a 200 and something, 16 miles an hour or something like that we can go. All for about 5 miles, 5 kilometres. So we'll up the thing to 160. So yeah, frame rate wise, you know, there is the drops, and people on seeing this will turn around and say, well, surely they could have put a little bit extra more in. I don't know.
SIFA. SIFA.
LZB's kicking in. So for the next 5 kilometres, we can do 220 kilometres an hour. Yay!
SIFA.
Fun, fun, fun under the Autobahn.
SIFA. SIFA.
So we now, that Virgin logo you have made is 47 layers, yeah. So we're going to be going back down to 160 kilometres an hour in a minute. Not worth going up to 200 and something, 220. Now this should start slowing down for 160. So you got a red light. I'm literally going to let this stop at this red light.
Siefer.
That is not going to stop.
Siefer.
There's no way that was going to stop.
Türen geöffnet.
So Frankfurt, Ludwig, Thingy, Waffen, Flughafen, Frankfurt. Ouch. So these lifts do work, apparently.
Schließvorgang eingeleitet.
I don't think you can, because you can't get out. It's those stairs there. You can't go out further than that. That's it. Eight.
Siefer.
8 kilometre run now to Frankfurt. So we're going to be doing one more. I'm going to have a P&B in a minute, and I'm going to take some more tablets if I can.
Beeinflussen.
That's telling me LZB is going to end.
Zug beeinflussen. Zug beeinflussen.
Then we're going to do the Dosto service, the 143. So LZB has now ceased to exist. The speeds are a bit weird because you got 100, then you go up to 160 on the other track, then you're down to 120, and it's just like, oh, that's not worth it. Like I said, it is a nice route. It's nothing special on the consoles because of the reduced timetable. That's my perfect view. That's my point of view, and I'm going to stick with it. Oh, no.
Siefer. Siefer.
Störung, Störung.
AFB, AFB, AFB. AFB, AFB.
I've got to reset it to 0, haven't I? Dumbass.
AFB, AFB, AFB. AFB, AFB, AFB. Siefer, Siefer, Siefer.
We can race him into Frankfurt now. Yay! It does look nice. You got other trains passing. It does look really nice. beeinflussen. So this is where we are. That's where Frankfurt is. This is now the big entrance to Frankfurt. This is where you... No, that's where you come off for Colnarket. No, this is where you come off for Frankfurt Fulda. This bit here, and you come on... That's the Frankfurt Fulda up that way. So if you are lucky, you will see the odd train running up through here. If you are lucky. Because if you have a look over here, you got nothing in the sidings, nothing whatsoever. Now, just in case this does say nope and crashes, then I won't be coming back on. I haven't driven an ICE 1 back into the station since it crashed. That was the first day that I got this. But we've had an update since then, and I was using dynamic weather.
Siefer.
Zugbeeinflussung. Zugbeeinflussung. Zugbeeinflussung.
I think this PZB stuff is just so overrated. So we will be doing the 143 next. If that's, well, that's if we survive. Because we're coming in at about 18 frames a second. So now can you understand why 18 frames a second? Can you understand why now if you had a full 1,000 services.
Siefer. 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 Siefer.
You got more passengers getting on and off the S Bahn than what you do with the normal Frankfurt in the station. I think they've reduced the passengers as well. I'm not 100% sure. I can't remember if that's what they said. The ones who would want the full timetable would then complain when it doesn't run and crashes. But this is what I said. From my first run that I did, when I looked at it, when I got this, I looked at it and I said I understand why Dovetail have had to put a reduced timetable on. My big thing is that not me, you are going to be paying if you decide to buy it on a console on the Gen 9. You are going to pay for a full priced game or bit of DLC with, in essence, a reduced timetable, but you're paying the same price as PC that has a full timetable, and I think that's wrong because there's no guarantees that if Dovetail do the amazing and manage to complete optimization and they get it sorted, there's no guarantee that you're going to get a what you call it. There is no guarantee that you're going to get a full working timetable, which I don't really think you will get, even if they do manage to optimize it, to be honest. Hi, Rob. How you doing? Brief visit. Do you know what the update to TSW5 was today? Was it something to do with the new DLC or something? It's a small update, wasn't it? It was about 700 meg, less than that. I think it was the core update to facilitate this, I believe, because I got an update for Train Sim World 5, and I got an update for the Frankfurt S Bahn route. I think it should work in Gen 8 as well, but it's just not going to, is it? Because, yeah. So we're driving this from Mainz, Biscoff, Biscuits to Wiesbaden, whatever it is. Okay, you only noticed it because your LD layers had gone back to 1000. Uh-oh. Unlock doors. Oh, good God. It's been ages since I've driven one of these. We'll have one of them. Use the horn. I'll tell you what. Headlights. Tell you what, might as well go for the full Monty there. Train lights on. Train power on. Yeah, they're white. Additional heating, don't need it. Windscreen, no. 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 Take the brake key off. I'm going to need a lesson on how to drive this, tell you. Well, we're going to need to put PZB on. Used a cab that... Really? Are you serious? I don't think this does has LZB, doesn't it? If I remember rightly. Could be wrong though. This is going to be interesting. That does mean I couldn't have done some of the 66 reskins. Most of them are 1000 layers. Yes, they're not the thingy. I thought it was raining then. I think we go to this. I think we go to that station and that's it. Oh no. Of course, you could not. You could cut those back to one layer per graphic, and importing custom graphics into LD was permitted. Yeah, that's down to Dovetail, though, isn't it? It's not nothing I can do about, unfortunately. Ooh. Oh, jeez. I'm going to do another blood sugar check in a bit. It shouldn't be too low. It should be high. Cheers, bro. Stop 4 meters away. Mainz Theatre. Yes, they do. Hold on, I can change the... How's that to? That's to the yard, isn't it? Look, nice little yard. Really decent amount of tracks there. You can, yeah, put some wagons in there.
Mind the gap.
Oh crap! No, we ain't not going to be. Might not be. Could well be not stopping at. Oh, hello. I'm getting so many. What is going on here? Oh man, I can't drive this bloody train. So if anyone is watching, and they are on the Train Sim Community Discord, hello. Yeah, the plane flying under the map at the airport. I think it was the airport. The airport, Froghaven, is a bug, and it has been noted, so they are aware of it. Doors. Might Banoff is next. Or let's do it up to 75. Sorry, I'm being distracted by Discord, so yeah. Yeah, I'm being distracted by Discord, so yeah. It's a pity nobody's told you she had a spell words like, yeah, and it's taking you how long to realise that? Yes. Where's I saw desk lights? Oh, you dumbass! Guess who forgot the 45-hour thing? 45 kilometre hour thingy. Yeah, dumbass here. I've not driven the 143 in ages. That is my excuse. Like a new driver. Right, let's go. So 7 kilometres of Visbeen. This is Mainz-Koblenz route here. This is the end of the route here where the train goes into the tunnel. And Koblenz is, you'll end up going over here somewhere. Going up over here. There. It's going to chuck up with 1,000 hertz, isn't it? I've seriously got to get some 143 driving in. Guess who's back? Back again. Bradley, El Salvador. So this is the last one for tonight. I'm not going to do a stream tomorrow. There's a crappy little station there. Oh, better get on the train. Other streams are available, yeah. I suspect Bradley will be streaming. Train Simulator Drive will be streaming. Most of the other ones are streaming, but yeah. I'm not going to be streaming tomorrow. Just, yeah, I've got other things I need to do. Bradley will be streaming. Awesome. No Boaty McBoatface here. You and your 6 years. You'll get more, don't worry. You may get to see some more trains running off that bridge area. That's the main line you just come off of. Oh dear me. Oh, I might have an early night tonight, the way things are going. Oh, driven 14.3 kilometres. Yay. Lower her down to 60. Like I said, it is the nice route, and it is a bit of a shame that we don't have the rest of the stuff. But for me, it's not going to be a route that's going to be anything special. It's not one of those routes that I'm going to be turning around and say it's one of my go-to routes, because it isn't. It won't be. Because just the I mean, this could have been one of the best routes in TSW. As it is, for me, it isn't. It's not being bitter. It's being truthful and honest. Yeah, I can understand why we don't have, and some of you guys have seen it when we were driving the ICET into Frankfurt. I was down to 15 frames a second and on red. So how the hell is it supposed to cope with everything going on with Frankfurt? So what you call it? Don't you dare. Southeastern Highspeed exists for a reason. Well, I do believe we are actually on the platform. And to be honest, I've got to say, oops. Oh, let's just choose 8 for this. That's not a bad little lineup looking. Overall, it looks to be a really nice route. It's let down on Gen 9 because of the lack of timetable, the full-time timetable. I understand why. And to be honest, you know, it is what it is. How many lines are empty? Oh, I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So yeah, I'm not overly impressed with it, but like I said, it's never going to. God, you can get down there any quicker, mate. It was never ever going to be a decent route on the PlayStation since when they announced it. 635 services is good. You know, it could have been a lot less, but it's just, for me, it's nothing special than any other normal German route. I hold Dresden Riesa as much better than this. Hi, Connor. So yeah, but yeah, that was the review. Next time I'll be live will be Wednesday night. Hi, Renfrey. Renfrey. Have I been to London Euston? Many times. Right, I'm going to go through and show you what is on the route. Okay, for the PlayStation 5 and Xbox, this is what is on the route. We have the BR143, the 766.2 dB PB ZFA Dosto in DB livery, the BR430-1, the BR423, and the BR411 Iced Tea. That is it. There is no other services. There is a total of 635 services. There's no DMUs. We are on a reduced timetable. There are no AI only layers. Nothing. There's no freight. Nothing. Even though there's 10 freight services. This is all we have. We have 31 BR143 services, 30 Dostos, 436 BR430s, 117 423s, and 21 ICE services. Yeah, it's a reduced timetable. It's a reduced timetable. There's no other. This is all there is. There's nothing else. It doesn't matter whether it's there in real life. It's not there in the game because it's the timetable. The timetable file size is too big. It's 1.86. The timetable size is 1.86 gigabyte in size. It's 1,000 odd services for the full game, for PC. Because of the memory limitations, for the memory problems that there is going on at the moment with concerning consoles. Don't forget, on PC, if you're running out of memory on your PC from the console from your motherboard, Windows will automatically set up to use excess hard drive space as virtual RAM that it can use. So you won't ever run out of memory unless you've got hardly any RAM left. That's the thing. It's because we've got problems with memory problems. I was running in on the BR411. I was running into Frankfurt at 18 frames a second. There was no what do they call it? There was no texture, no texture problems, nothing. I was just running in at 18 frames a second. If that kept dipping down into 5, 3, or 2 frames a second, the game would have dumped me out. But Renfrey, you've got it on. You've got a PC, have you not? Have you got a PC or are you on console? You have a PC. It's not a reduced timetable then. You got over 1,000 services. So you got everything. You get the full size normal extra large bacon double cheeseburger timetable. And then you get the McDonald's McFlappy meal reduced timetable as well. Why? No, you won't. You'll be getting everything. With the 1,000, the timetable with 1,000 services, you will get everything. Yes. You will get everything, and you get the full timetable, everything. Well, that's what they. I'll tell you what. Here we go. Bear with me for 2 seconds. Whoops, that one. Go and have a read of that. That says everything on there. Go read that. Right, that is it. Going to be it for me. As it is for me, it's a route for me that my final wording is. It's a nothing special route. To be honest, it's nice. The route itself is nice. I like it where you get to see the other trains in the distance. This is the reduced timetable. I'm on the PS5. This is all that the Gen 9 consoles get. The Xbox Series X and the Xbox Series X. The Xbox Series S and Xbox Series X. The PlayStation 5 and the PlayStation 5 Pro. We get the reduced timetable. That's it. This is it. We don't get anything else. Oh, there we go. Timetable, 635 services, and that's it. Colin, I've no idea what you're going on about. We do not get anything else. Good afternoon, Bronco. So yeah, my verdict, it's a nice route. It's great. I can understand why they've done a reduced timetable. I really do think that they should have charged it at a cheaper price for Gen 9 consoles, but hey, you know, it is what it is. They are working on trying to optimize it and sort out the limited memory problems, but as and what, I don't know. It's still available, £30 or £30 or $29.99 for UK, €34 for Europe, and $39.99 is it? I believe for $39.90, $40 basically for thingy for America. So it's available tomorrow, 10 o'clock on PS5, PlayStation, on console. Basically, the route is not available for Gen 8. So Xbox One, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 4 Pro. It is not available for those consoles. 411 is 21 services. See, it's not updated. You see, I've done a service in the 411. It's not updated it, right? So I shall log that in a bit. So 21 services for the 411, 117 for the 423, 436 for the 430. The Dosto gets 30, and the BR143 gets 31. Total of 635 services, 5 scenarios, and that's it. So yeah, you can probably spawn free roam freight on there, but yeah, on your own luck. No, that's fair enough. It's like I said, it is a nice looking route. I like the look of it, and I'm sure if I had a PC which had the dog's bollocks on it in spec and everything, I would run it. I'd enjoy it, but it's a bit of a there's a load of nut jokes going around, but it's a bit of a kick in the nuts really, because you guys really have to pay full price for it on console, and you get a reduced timetable. You know, it's, yeah, I don't like that bit. There's no guarantee that you're going to get a what you call it timetable, even if they do manage to optimize it to a fair degree. So yeah, don't hold your breath. But apart from that, I like it, but it's nothing special. Connor, you're just trolling now. If you carry on, you're just going to get kicked, all right? Do you know what? I don't care. There you go. Right, anyway, guys, that is going to be it for today. I will see you tomorrow night. Connor's 24-hour ban will run out just before then. So, yeah. Oh, you didn't realise, Connor? Well, you start writing crap, you're just going to really, you know, we told you before. I don't no idea why you don't understand that. That's, you know, it is what it is anyway. Right, so guys, yeah, thank you all very much for turning up. That's my thingy on the what you call it. You know, could this be a little bit of an ugly duckling, and could it turn into a bit of a swan for console? Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, guys, which podcast are you on tomorrow? Will you be sharing the link? Well, I haven't done. We haven't recorded it yet, so we're going to be recording it, and then I will find the link at some point. I will get a link, and we'll go from there. So yeah, guys, thank you all very much, and I will speak to you later. Take it easy, and don't forget to hit the like button and the sub button, and I'll speak to you. Wednesday night. Have fun. See you later, guys. Bye bye.